Young people and information, it's complicated. We've been working on this manifesto for a while now. You know, my boss set up a conference.
What's a manifesto?
Well, let's ask him.
Manifestos mean a lot to my generation, but we're old, irrelevant, and may soon die.
And we're young and not so smart.
Now, you ask me whether manifestos will resonate with your generation, and my answer is, I really have no idea.
You have a son who's Gen Z. What would you say has been different about his upbringing and worldview building as opposed to yours in an information access sense?
I think I took a picture of him about 3 minutes after he was born. My wife wasn't very impressed, but that's what happened. And I bet you the same thing happened to anybody in the Western world who is a so-called digital native. I actually think that people like me who first saw a computer when I was 23 eventually got to understand what was going on. It took us a bit more time. The implication is that because you guys opened your eyes and somebody took a picture of you with a digital device, and nowadays you spend most of your time looking at a screen, that you guys, in a way, are making better, more sense of the world than my generation is. I think your generation is definitely very ICT literate. Do I think you guys are digitally literate? Depends. Digital literacy, which is making sense of the world that we consume, interact with online, it's not a subject which is taught in many European states before it's too late.
So in conclusion, how does the manifesto the 3CL has produced begin to shed light on this multipolar complex problem?
But when the internet happened, you have to understand that there really wasn't anything like it. Hippies, optimists, immediately started saying, this is going to liberate us. We don't need gatekeepers, we don't need intermediaries anymore. So the idea of manifestos for my generation is associated with anger. It's also about activism. And my generation believed in that. The manifesto has been scraped from the thinking of wise men and women who congregated in one particular place and tried to understand why young people's relationship with information may be complicated. It started from that. We started to identify, you guys did, you know, what's going on? What can you do about it? Who do you want to take action? Who do you think is the subject of our ire, our anger? Now, is this worth anything? Does the manifesto resonate with young people? That's maybe something for another one of your clips.